Jeopardy! Players shook up by Adriana Harmeyer's privileges recently, a fellow competitor of Jeopardy. Newest super champ, Adriana Harmeyer, admits a preferential treatment behind the scenes shakes him up. The player said it influenced him to make a bad call during the final Jeopardy round. Jeopardy! Super champ, Adriana Harmeyer, is on a roll while Jeopardy! Super champion, Adriana Harmeyer, is currently a 15-day winner. She isn't done yet. Although fans have been excited to see Adriana's run on the stage, some were disappointed by last night's episode. But Adriana is quick to compliment her fellow competitors. She is eager to keep her streak going, but is proud of how far she has made it no matter what happens. However, one player notes that his actions were stirred up by a before-stage interaction where Adriana was given special treatment. Jeopardy! Competitor gives behind-the-scenes details in a Reddit feed. One player, Ty Patton, a communications specialist from Des Moines, Iowa, reveals a privilege Adriana Harmeyer had behind the scenes. Likewise, he discusses how it affected his final Jeopardy wager. The fans were discussing the episode that aired on June 17. One person asks, also, how far into Adriana's run had you seen by filming, if any? Did you realize you were competing against someone who had played for that long? Ty offers a direct response to the question. Ty Patton was off guard then. The Jeopardy! Competitor, Ty Patton, gives some information about filming. He says, I think they typically film 5 in a day. So this was the first episode taped, which caught me off guard. Furthermore, he jokingly says, after rehearsal, I was getting ready to settle into the green room and lay siege to the snack table, only to be told I was going on stage immediately. Admittedly, he was unaware of Adriana's winning streak. Continuing, since it was the first episode taped that day, I had not seen any of Adriana's run. Jeopardy! Players shook up by Adriana Harmeyer's privileges, however. After noticing a special privilege Adriana was getting, he connected the dots. He says, in the green room, as the wardrobe staff was going through everyone's outfits, I noticed how long they were taking with hers as the wardrobe staff was like, okay, you've worn this, you've paired this with that, etc. And by my quick math, I figured she had worn about 10 different outfits. But he says seeing this got in his head a little. He admits, outside of that, didn't know anything. At some point, it was mentioned how successful she was in FJ, which definitely played into what I did. Ty Patton played a strong game without a doubt. The contestants are under a lot of pressure as they prepare to compete on the Jeopardy stage. However, looking back, Ty Patton confesses he regrets his final Jeopardy move. During his play, Ty scored a daily double, but Adriana took the fighting lead after jetting through the Bon Jovi category. At the end of the round, she had $7,000, Ty with $2,800, and Kelsey Conasvita-Vakrot, a stay-at-home mom from Ottawa, Ontario, ended with $600. Both Adriana and Ty found additional daily doubles. Ty excitingly nearly doubled his score after his NFL Players Association category daily double. Ty Patton is kicking himself for his final Jeopardy decision at one point. Ken Jennings acknowledges how close the game is. Adriana was leading at $16,200, Ty with $13,400, and Kelsey with $2,200. However, in Final Jeopardy, Ty bets $13,399, which would only have left him with $1 if incorrect. But he gets the right answer, bringing his total to $26,799. However, Adriana also had the correct answer and secured the win. One Redditor critiques, the player in a close second position made a huge bet and gave up any chance to win if incorrect on FJ. Ty says, oh, and my FJ wager. I know. Knew it as I was doing it. I have about 1,000 words typed out about what I was thinking if anyone's interested. Wrote it the day I taped because I knew future me would not be pleased. Another user adds how it would take a really good challenger to overtake Adriana. Although Ty admits his final wager was a mistake, he was a bit rattled knowing she had already taped at least 10 episodes. What do you think about Ty Patton's experience on Jeopardy? Do you think Adriana is getting favoritism or preferential treatment on the show? Drop your comments below. In a surprising twist on Jeopardy, seasoned contestant Adriana Harmeyer has left fans buzzing after an episode where her perceived privileges sparked debate among viewers. Harmeyer, a confident and well-prepared player, appeared to have an undeniable advantage. But what shook up the audience wasn't just her encyclopedic knowledge. It was the way in which certain clues seemed almost tailored to her strengths. Viewers speculated that Harmeyer's background, particularly in niche categories, gave her an upper hand. During the episode, questions in areas like classical literature, esoteric historical events, and art history had Harmeyer answering effortlessly while her opponents struggled. What fueled further conversation was the rapid succession of daily doubles that landed in her favor, leading to a runaway game. Social media exploded, with fans questioning if the show's structure unintentionally favored contestants like Harmeyer. Critics argued that her expertise, while impressive, highlighted a broader issue about who the game inherently benefits. Others defended Harmeyer, praising her skill and asserting that the randomness of the board was to blame for her fortuitous streak. In the end, Adriana Harmeyer's stellar performance will be remembered not just for her knowledge, but for raising questions about fairness and privilege in the game's design.